And guys, as you can see, we have just gone through the black wall perfectly fine. Hey guys, what's going on? My name's Wazz, and today I'm going to be showing you how to build an AFK farm. You probably just saw it before the intro. Yeah guys, this one does go through black walls. It goes through everything, and yeah, it's just completely and utterly overpowered. So yeah, this thing does work completely. Goes through black walls, does not break. And yeah, it only takes about 10 minutes total to build, probably like 15 minutes actually. If you want everything set up, it only takes about 15 minutes of your time. And if you know about AFK farms, that is actually extremely quick for an AFK farm. But I will not waste any more time, so let's get straight into it. Alright guys, you may have noticed I am on pink team. You want to be on pink team or the yellow team, magenta team, sorry, not pink team, but yeah, I'm gonna call it pink team. Pink team or yellow team, and not on white team right now. Or yeah, so you just want to be closest to this area as possible, just because it will make things easier. Of course, you do not have to if you don't have access to like these teams. If you can't just go to this, if you can't find this team in any server, you can do it. But yeah, so to build this thing, we're gonna go ahead, open up our menu, make sure anchor block is actually turned on. Go ahead, build a pull, turn it back off, and then place a block on there. Get out your scale tool. Take it down to a 0 scale, and then just bring it down to like that much, so it's pretty thin. Make sure about that thin, I'd say. So then we're just gonna make this thing, scale this thing out a bit. Does not matter how much, as long as you can fit on it. And you're just gonna bring it up, not that far, just about that far, because if you go any farther, then it will not work. So scale it up about that far. Then you're gonna go ahead and place this anchor pull here. Actually, let's bring it back a bit. Anchor pull actually. Make sure you can't push it over. That's how you know if it's properly anchored. I mean, you can't push over an anchor block anyways. But you're gonna place another block that you have a lot of, and you're just gonna go ahead and scale this thing down as well. But this time we're going to actually, it's gonna be a bit different. This is the funnel for this thing. So we're gonna go ahead and take this thing out like that. And then take this side and do the same thing. Make sure it's past these spawn points. You see all the spawn points? Make sure you scale this thing farther out than those, and just bring it up like this. Just bring it up about, there's just a certain length, just about this far. That's a bit far. That's a bit too tall, but just, you know, just do it about this tall if you have the blocks. If you don't have the blocks, just as far as it will, as far as you're behind the things. So yeah, then you're just gonna go ahead and place a chair just like that. Place a chair like this right there. Oh nope, anchor this one actually. Anchor the one on the ground so that it does not move. They don't have to be perfectly lined up, but if they are, that's great. If it's not, then it's okay. Mine are not perfectly lined up, so you just want to make sure that this is you have a little bit of slack on the edges so that you can actually get that lined up right. Okay. So yeah, now we're actually going to duplicate this thing so that we can actually get longer. You guys can duplicate this. I'd say I'm going to duplicate it 3 times in this video, maybe even 2, just 2 times maybe. I don't know. I don't exactly know how many times I'm going to duplicate it, but I recommend doing it 4 or 5 times for the most effectiveness. I'm not going to be showing you how to make it go to the end though, but it still works insane. You can get like 18,000 gold within 2 hours of grinding. So yeah. Let's just go ahead and sit on this guy, and what we're gonna do, actually, after you place that chair, let's just go ahead and save just like this, and then you're gonna sit on here, place a cake, make sure it's in you, half in you, half there, and then you're gonna place 2 hinges just like that. Okay, there we go. Delete the bottom, delete the chair, and then delete the pull. And as you can see, you can move around freely. Turn on shift lock. Okay, now that's a lot of stuff to take in, I know, but this is gonna be a fast-paced video. Okay, so then you're gonna move this thing through the clouds just like this. Make sure that you just get past this area. That's all that matters. But yeah, if you're on the Easter update right now, you're gonna have to move it through the clouds. It's a bit of a pain, but it should be pretty easy as long as you're looking up. Okay, so there we go. Now once we're about this far in, you can go ahead and not save. Don't save it, don't save it, don't save it. Okay, just load it, and then boom, there you go. It loads. This one is not deleted. That means you did it right. And then we're just going to bring this guy back over to our little plot. Okay, so let's bring this over here. Make sure we don't get stuck on any clouds or anything like this. Okay, let's just go over this real quick. Okay, so then you're going to go ahead and take a plane. You don't have to if you don't have a plane. I mean, if you don't have a plane, I don't know why you're building this. But yeah, you should have a plane. Yeah, just place a plane, go up here, and then, yeah, so, just give it a second, actually, to get up here. Okay, there we go, and delete that plane. We do not need it anymore. So guys, you can see right now, if you look at us straight forward, I want you guys to look at yourself like this. Look what side you're on. So I'm on the left side of this thing, and I'm a little bit up. So I'm going to place a chair on the left side, and that should work right there. And then we're just going to go ahead and carefully position ourselves to get on this chair. We have to be very careful about this, because we do not want to go falling. We just want to be right above the chair. This can take some practice to do this, but it should not be too hard. Okay, let's just go back a bit. Head forward, maybe back a bit. I don't know, this is kind of difficult. I don't know. Okay, there we go. We're above the chair. We're just going to delete the hinge. Do a little wiggle. That was easy. And then you just get, we'll just do this. It does not matter if this is happening, if there's some Z fighting happening. It just has to be connected like this. So what you're going to do is you're just going to save it, load it. There you go. If you're in a not very laggy server, it should just instantly do that. You're just going to delete the cake and delete the chair, and then you're going to go ahead and just save it one more time so that those are not there. And then you're just going to duplicate this a few more times. I recommend duplicating it quite like a couple more times. I'm just going to do it one more time, maybe two, for the sake of the video. I don't know. It just depends how tall it is. I'll see after this duplication. So yeah, you're just going to do the exact same thing that you did, except now it's 2 times longer. And yeah, so this is how you duplicate. You just repeat this process. You don't have to watch this part of the video really, because I'm just going to be duplicating. But yeah, and at the end, I will show you how to set this guy up, because that's probably what about 50% of you watching this video want to know how to do. So yeah, if you just want to know how to set up this and you already have one of these built, that is perfectly fine. So you just go ahead and load this in again, take this back through the clouds, and there we go. So let's just go ahead and, yep, you're just gonna head over here, and yeah, so sorry I've not been uploading. I'm just gonna talk about this now. So yeah, sorry I've not been uploading. I've actually tried to make this video probably 5 times now, but just some problem has happened. So yeah, but this time I'm pretty sure I've got all the problems worked out. Of course, there's always going to be a chance of problems happening if you're building an AFK farm. You just have to have a lot of patience if you're going to build one of these. But yeah, so I think this is actually all we're going to duplicate it. Yeah, this is it. I'm just going to duplicate it twice, I think. But yeah, you can duplicate this 4 or 5 times, I recommend. Probably 4 times. Yeah, duplicate this 4 times. That's my recommendation. I don't know. So you're just going to go ahead and do this again. You should be on the exact same side. Okay, go ahead. And I believe just back a bit, tiny bit. And okay, that's good enough. So there we go. Sit on the chair, delete the plane. Go ahead, save load this guy. Save load. Alright, then we're going to delete this and then delete this. Okay. Also, save that. Okay, there we go. We just fall back down to the ground. I actually have insta-load on, so that's why it's going so fast. But yeah, that is how to actually build this thing. So now we're going to actually get into the setup. But first, before we set this thing up, what we're going to do is we're just going to get ready. We're just going to save this thing before this. So we're going to place a chair just in the middle now, right in the middle. And then you're going to come over here to one side of the plot. Does not matter which side. Just about this far over. You're going to put a few ladders up until it's about this tall. Yep, that's about the right height. Then you're going to place a chair facing that way, just like that. Make sure it's facing out. So yeah, this part you do not have to be on pink team. You probably, if you're on pink team already, then I don't know why you've moved. But yeah, so now that you have this ready, I believe now we are actually ready to set this thing up. So we can go ahead and save this now. And now you can just load this thing in and set it up whenever you want. But now let's get into how to set it up. So we're going to head over to white team, because you have to be on white team to set this up. But that should not be too difficult. If you just join a public server, you probably have a 50% chance of getting onto white team, because it's the team that you automatically join if no one's here. But anyways, let's load this thing in. Here's my slot. Let's load this guy in. And there we go. So let's just go ahead and first let's bring this funnel. Actually, no. I actually did not complete the funnel. So yeah, if you want the funnel to be complete, just follow what I'm doing, because I forgot to mention this earlier. So you're gonna take out a block. Say it does not matter actually what kind of block, just a block. Say rotate to 15. Put it about here. Actually, spam R and then then hit T twice. So that's R. Hit it a few times until it's rotating. It's rotated one time. Just hit T to tilt it. Just basically tilt it twice, and then you're gonna take this thing. You're just gonna scale it into the thing a bit. Sorry, my throat's getting a bit dry from all this talking. But yeah, you're just gonna scale this thing over. You can make it go down a bit, You're just gonna go ahead and scale it up just like this, okay? That's enough. Make sure it's just tall enough so your character is so a few blocks tall. I don't know, 1, 2, 4 blocks tall at least, I'd say. 1, 2, I don't know. I have a 4 blocks. But yeah, then you're just gonna take out a portal. If you don't know how to get those, you can either get them with Robux. I'm not sure if the portal like thing is still in the game. It probably is. But yeah, you can get portals. There are different ways to get portals. Yeah, you can just buy them with Robux if you want. But I don't recommend doing that if there's still other ways to get them. But yeah, so now we can actually save one more time. That's the last time, I promise. And now we're going to set up this thing. So let's just go ahead, sit on this chair. Go ahead, place the cake, delete the chair, delete the pull. Now we are free to move this thing around. Make sure you are just clear of clouds. If you're on white team, you should be fine. And you're just going to climb up here. And just keep holding W or forward until you just do that. Okay, there we go. We sit on the chair, and this thing should be going into the stages. And yeah. Sorry, I got a really dry throat right now. Okay. I think I've got all those. I think I've got the coughs out of my system. I don't know. Okay. So then we're just going to place some springs. These are actually not available in the game right now. I'm pretty sure the owner will add springs back. I don't know why he got rid of them, because they're pretty, you need them for things. I don't know. Springs are pretty cool. And yeah. So then you're going to place anchored blocks on the end of them like I just did. Then you're just going to take an anchored pole and just place one and then place one halfway down. This is just going to be a temporary block. So yeah. Then you can just delete this and fall off here. I'm just going to delete some of these ladders so that they're not in the way. Alright, now what you want to do is you want to take a block and you want to place it as close to the edge as you can. So that's about as close to the edge as I can. You can know if you scale it and there's a point where you can't scale it anymore. That's how you know. So you're just going to go ahead and take that out. Make sure it's not in the center. Okay, I just deleted it, but okay, let's just try that again. Don't worry, it's fine. We are not actually that far. Luckily, we're not that far in, so I can just redo this, and it's no big deal. If we actually had everything down there, we would have to redo everything. But luckily, we're not that far in, so we can redo that. No worries, no worries. That can happen. I just gotta be more careful. Gotta remember to be careful, okay? When we're doing this, you gotta be careful, okay? So let's just go and do this a bit quicker, because I already showed you how to do this. So boom, boom, boom. It does not matter where you put the springs, really, just wherever, as long as you put just a few. Okay, more than one. 2 is probably actually fine. Okay, let's just do this. Boom, there we go. Done. Okay, now we're back to where now we're back, okay? That was easy. Just a little thing got messed up there. Okay, so now let's not delete things. So we're gonna take this, like I said, go here and scale it as far as you can, and then go back a bit, because then you don't want it to be that far. Scale it out and then scale it down. So you have a little block on the edge out of the way like this. So now what you can do is just take your fastest plane. It has to be plane. Don't use thrusters for this. Red plane is fine. I have purple plane, so I'm gonna use those. Purple planes cost like Robux, but they're not necessary. Okay, red planes work fine. This is just if you want to be a little bit faster. And yeah. So now what you're gonna do is you're just gonna place a car seat. You do not have to do this, or you just turn on the plane instead. But you just delete this, press F. The thing will go forward. You're gonna take out your scale tool, click this block, and just take one of the orbs, and you're just gonna scale it out. And that's all you have to do, guys. That is pretty much it set up. We're gonna set up the funnel in just a minute. But then, if I take my jetpack and if I touch this, it should send us flying forward. Let's touch it like that. Okay, there we go. It shot us forward. I got off that thing just in time. Let's teleport over here. Just using portals, so I don't have to walk across the whole thing. Okay. So yeah, I have tried to record this video 5 times. My throat is gonna be a bit sore. Sorry about that, but it's just a thing that I have to deal with. Okay, we have to move this egg actually because it's in our way. So, okay, there we go. So now if we go back here, we can sit in this chair, place a cake, delete this, and just sit in this chair. And there you go, you got that. So now what you can do is just place a pole. Make sure that it is actually like gonna go in the ground. So you could just place a pole like that to ensure that it is stuck into the ground, and maybe even a pole like that for like extra. So just make sure that it is stuck. Okay, I think that's good. So place a chair so you can get out of there. And there we go. We got this. You see, we covered the whole spawn. That means it works. And none of the trees are actually interfering. This tree might be a bit of a problem, but it's fine. You can just readjust this if you have that problem. So now actually let's go ahead and get this thing set up also. So this is, we don't have to do anything extra really, we just have to scale out a little block thing like this. You can make the blocks thinner if you want. I have enough blocks to do this, so we just go ahead and do something like this, not like that. Let's just scale this down a bit, and then scale it out a bit, and then, okay, I did not do that right, okay. So let's just, try that again. Yeah, it can be a bit weird if you do this, wrong. But let's just go ahead and scale this down about that far, and then scale it out into there. And there you go. If the whole thing shifts a little bit forward, that means it worked. If you touch it, it's a conveyor. And yeah, you just have to connect it like this, because that's just the way that works. So yeah. Now you're just going to get out a portal, and same color that this portal is, just go ahead and put it there. Paint it the same color. Let's actually move it right the middle, just like that. That's about the middle, right? So yeah, this AFK farm, it tends to have a little bit of a problem where you can like drift to one side, but it is a very slow thing. And if you're not intending to go to the end, you can still get pretty much full gold. So guys, yeah, if we just reset, we can actually test this thing. And let's see how good it does. So yeah, and the dragon can actually do that. Okay, mine, I kind of put this thing, if you just move this, like load it back in, scoot this thing down just a little bit, you will not have this tree problem. Just scoot it up actually. But yeah, I have a little bit of a tree problem, okay? I can't even talk. I can't even say the word problem. But yeah, I have a little bit of a tree problem. No worries. Just go ahead and ignore these trees. Get out of my way, tree. Okay, gotta carefully do that. Okay, there we go. And here we go. We are on the AFK farm, and it does go through black walls, as you'll be able to see in just a minute. And guys, as you can see, we have just gone through the black wall perfectly fine, no breakage here. And yeah, so the dragon, his breath can break this. That is a possibility. It did not happen here. Okay, we just went through the tree. You see, he broke the other one, but we're still good here, I think. Yep, we're good. So yeah, and that is the end of that. So yeah, if you do duplicate it again, you can get it to go farther. Let's see. We got 51 gold, proof that it works. 51 gold. So yeah, if you duplicate it again, we'll get like 100 gold. You know, basic math. 50 times 2 is like 100. Not like it is 100, but yeah, 51 times 2, 102. 102 gold, just about 101 actually. So yeah, if you were to duplicate that again, you'd be getting 100 gold with the times 2 game pass. With this game pass, just be mindful of that. I have that game pass. But yeah, that is gonna be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys use this thing for yourself and try it out, because it's gonna get patched sometime. I don't know when. I don't know. It probably will get patched. I'm not guaranteeing it's gonna get patched. That's not a good thing to guarantee. But it's probably gonna get patched, so use it while you can. That's all I have to say. Make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe. I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.